Hi Flosstube, I'm Jill with Count on Linens, and it's January. Can you believe it? January 2026, and I'm so happy to be here. I just wanted to come by and give you an update and tell you all the things that I've been up to. This is a video about my hobby, my craft, which is needlework and cross stitch and quilting. And I also have a Etsy shop where I sell my hand-dyed linen. And just wanted to thank all those that are returning, and thank you if you're new. I've had a few new subscribers, so thank you very much. If you like what you see, if you could leave a comment and like my video and subscribe, that would be super helpful, and I really appreciate it. Yes, thanks for being here. I thought it's a new year, so I thought, why not give a new intro or a repeat about myself if you're new, and then that way we can get to know each other. So I live in Utah in the Salt Lake Valley, and I'm born and raised in Utah and also Las Vegas. And I've moved about here and there throughout my life. I have 4 children, and I'm married to Roger, who is my co-worker, and he helps me a lot with my with our business here. We do it together. And he has 3 daughters, and together we have 12 grandchildren and 2 on the way. So this year is going to be busy. We have 2 babies coming and a wedding. So my oldest daughter is getting married. So we're excited about that. I started my Etsy business a year ago in last September, actually October. I've been on Flosstube since September of 2024. And then, so it's been over a year for both my Flosstube and my business, which is Count on Linens, and you'll find me on Etsy. I also have an Instagram, and of course here on Flosstube, YouTube. So in my shop, I carry hand-dyed linen and Aida cloth. The counts I carry are 32, 36, and 40 in the linen, and 16 and 18 in the Aida cloth. I use all natural dye. And my processes are, my input is like very small because it's just me down in the kitchen with my pots, and I love doing it. It's very rewarding, and I have, let's say I have about 11 colors, and they're very seasonal. So I have a winter collection, a fall, a spring. I'll try to go in order. A spring collection, and actually a summer collection, and then I have a fall collection and a winter collection, and I skipped spring, and so I'm hoping to get 2 more colors this coming year that will take care of possibly spring. So I'm excited about that. All of my colors are named after places in Utah. So, for example, my winter collection are all named after ski resorts in the Salt Lake area. And then my fall collection is named after a couple of national parks like Bryce Canyon and Zion. And then one of my favorite places in Provo Canyon, which is Sundance. And then my summer collection are just like random places: Cascade Springs, Canyonlands National Park, and then our state flower, Sago Lily. So that will give you an example. I'll show a couple of colors as I show my stitching, and then you can go on my shop and see more that's available. So I let's see what else about me. I recently, in 2021, I graduated. I went back to school in 2014, and slowly chipped my way through the classes and I finished school. So that was very rewarding and very satisfying. And so I have a degree in family education. And I've been teaching parenting classes on the side, but that's been put on hold because I've just been really wanting to focus on the hand dyeing and my little business here. So that's a little bit about me, my background. So let's just get on to what we're here for, our needlework. And then I also have some new things I want to share that I have in the shop. So what I have today for you, I have some finishes, previous finishes I'd like to share, just a couple. I have a couple of new starts, of course, some whips, plans, and haul. I have like just a couple of charts for haul, and primarily plans. And then I thought I would do a whip parade in the beginning of February. So I'll do that, and then I'll have like not a definite plan, but more of an idea of, I have lots of ideas of what I want to do for 2026 for my stitching and my quilting, and but I'm not ready to share that yet because I'm still on the fence with a few things. But I'll share a little bit, some ideas that I have to give you kind of a preview. And then special announcement, Kimmy's coming back the end of February. So if you're new here, Kimmy is my sister, and she's been on twice before, and this will be volume 3 of her visiting and doing a sister Flosstube with me. And so those have been very rewarding and so fun, and we've had a lot of great response with Kimmy coming on board and sharing her beautiful work. She is an exquisite stitcher and quilter, and she has a lot of great ideas, and it's fun to interact with her and to share our sisterhood and our what we have in common, and just to have fun and talk stitching together. So I'm excited about that. End of February, Roger and I are going to be celebrating our anniversary, our 10-year anniversary, the end of, in the middle of February. And once we get back from our vacation, then our anniversary trip, then Kimmy will come and then we'll share. So, okay. So, I also have a giveaway, and I didn't get a response for my previous kit giveaway. And then I'll introduce her name again for the last time. And then I'll do another giveaway today. So, all right. So I'm going to share. So first of all, I'm going to share the quilt that I have here. So oftentimes I'll get a question about the quilts that I hang here in my sewing room. And so I thought, why not just tell you about it? And I love to share my quilting, and I do on occasion finish some things, and so I like to hang them up and display them and admire them, and give them the recognition they deserve, because as quilters we know how much love and work we put into them and how much we enjoy them. So this is called Shimmering Snow, and it's in this book, Patches of Blue. And this is from Laundry Basket Quilts, and it's, I know I'm going to butcher her name. I think it's Etta. So many of you are familiar with her. So I made this quilt for Roger. I think it was like in our second year of marriage. He's like, can you make me a quilt? I'm like, yes, please. So we actually went to the fabric store together and picked out the colors. He wanted blue, and he actually really loved this quilt that we saw in this book. And I'll give you I'm going to have to turn it just because there's some information that I want you to see. So there's the pattern. And I think we did a pretty good job with recreating the colors. So I'll show you. So it's like a throw size. It's kind of a big throw size. There is a darker blue on the back. And I bring it out in the winter. I feel like it's kind of like a, I don't know. Well, I mean, it is called shimmering snow. So, and I throw it on my bed, and sometimes it's down on the sofa. But this year, it's on my bed. But I thought I'd share it today, so I pulled it up on my wall and or just hung it up there. And I like this idea of just draping the quilt over the little hoop that I have, because then you can just change them out and then, you know, rotate them and things like that. So that's my quilt. And then last time I shared some of my Christmas finishes, and I had finished this last year in 2024, but I talked about putting the trim on, and I just thought I'd show the difference. So, and I put a little ribbon on top. This is Mr. Marshmallow. It's more than that, Mr. Marshmallow something, Brenda Gervais. So, and I have the little snowflake buttons on there. And this is the velvet on the back. I believe it's Lady Dot. Another previous finish I want to share is my little mattress finish, hands-on design, Kathy, and this is House on the Hill series. This is the winter. And there's a quote on the side, stillness is the flower of winter, is what it says. So this was my first and only mattress finish. I filled it with lavender walnut shells. So, and I think I just used a Lugana ice blue for that fabric. Okay, so last time I shared Candy Cane Lane that I did finish the stitching, and we were having problems with the frame, but then we found another frame. This is just, it's not laced yet, it's not stretched, but I thought I would just share. Didn't get to it. I was really wanting to finish it all the way, but it just didn't happen. But I had this frame in my stash, and Roger resized it for me, and then I painted it white and sanded it again, and then just sprayed it with some shellac, and I think it just goes really well. It looks like snow to me, like falling snow. So I really like my Candy Cane Lane. So fun. I know Sean Periwinkle Stitcher is stitching this, and I don't know if she got to a finish. I think she's super close. So I wanted to share that. And Emily Call has a cute chart, Peace on Earth. It's so sweet. And I was able to start this in December, just last month, and finish it. And I had plans to finish it into my pillow, but it just didn't happen. But I did get my fabric and then the ribbon, and I'm gonna finish it the way she did. And so she just did a pillow finish where it comes this way and you see the green, and then there's a ribbon tied in a bow right here. So thanks, Emily, for that cute, for the beautiful stitching and the cute finish idea. So that's Emily Call, Peace on Earth. And then Christmas Promise, I was able to finish this one. This is a heartstring samplery. and Beth Twist, and she, on her website, if you go to her website, she has a section called Gifted Charts or something like that, and this is a free chart that that I discovered in Jingle Ball 2024, and started it, and then I finished mine on December 21st. So if you're interested in the chart, you can go to our website and find it and download it. Oh, with this one, let's see. I think this is platinum, and it is 36 count, and I used the Sulky pack that was offered by Hands on Design, a collection of fabrics that she put together for the Cranberry Christmas. And so I just grabbed that pack and went to town, and then I added the gold, and that's just a DMC. Okay, so those are all of my Christmas finishes, and then I do have a couple of Valentine finishes that I just have, you know, in my basket of shame that I've never finished. So I got them out, and my intention is to finish them for Valentine's, which will be very soon, because I want to display them. And so this is Heart in Hand 2022 Collector's Heart, and here's the chart. And every year she does a collector's heart. And so I made this. You can see that I finished it in 2024. And then Silly Me, I haven't done anything with it. So that will be in my top of the pile of finishes to do. And then Kathy, Hands on Design, she does an anniversary stitch for her. It's like a love stitch for her wedding anniversary. And so this was years ago. This is a free chart, and I believe you can still find it on her website. And so I've done this so long ago, and I've had these fabrics, and so I thought, okay, we're doing it. This is happening. So this, I don't know what linen this is, but it looks like 36 count, and it might be like Aztec red weeks. I think that's what it is. Super cute. Okay. All right, let's go on with some new starts. Okay. I did participate in Jingle Ball, and of course I have little Ginger, and I have a very small start, and when you see my start, you're going to ask me, like, you're going to wonder what in the world. So this is where her nose is, and then this is her head, and then her ear will go up here. And I didn't have the color London Fog, and which I do now, so that will be, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time with the colors. My Sanguine and Sand, which are called for, just blended in my linen, which didn't make it show up. So I went to my Shepherd's Bush, which is my local needlework shop, and picked out some pinks. So I have these two pinks to work with. So this will be her nose, and then this will be the inside of the ear. And so she'll come together eventually, but I'm excited to stitch Ginger. And this is Zion. This is my in my fall collection, Zion Sunset, and I'll show you kind of get an idea of what the color linen is. It has some mottling in it, this kind of some black undertones or gray, but it's really pretty. And then this is the darker of the two. So I have Bryce Beauty, which is like a lighter pinky color, like corally color, and then this is a little bit darker. This is Zion. So poor little Ginger, she'll get whipped into shape soon. And I started her on my daughter's birthday, January 10th. And I'm hoping to gift this little Ginger to her. And while we're talking about that, I just want to explain why I want to gift it to her. And it's because she made me, for Christmas, the cutest little friend. So, and she doesn't have a ton of experience sewing, but this is like perfection, and I don't even know how she did it. But she made me the cutest little Christmas mouse. And it is just adorable. And see her little tail? And her little legs. And she even has a heart on her chest that's embroidered. So cute. So there's a little story behind what she's wearing. So around her little neck here is a little cape. And over Thanksgiving, I went to visit Josie and her fiance, and while there, we worked on a project together, which was her Christmas tree skirt. And this is the fabric. So we worked on it, we cut it out, got going on it, and this is the fabric on one side. And the gal that, and I'll link, it's called the Connie Christmas tree skirt, and I'll link in my show notes, I'll link the pattern, because I'm going to download it because I want to make it. It's darling. But the designer of this pattern has like a Instagram. I can't remember her name, but they show like people like wearing the tree skirt, like around, like as a actual skirt, or around their, like as a cape. So she's wearing her tree skirt. And then she made this adorable dress. So anyway, so I want to gift her Ginger to, return the adorable gift favor. So, and Josie actually surprised us, kind of. She ended up telling us beforehand, but she decided to come visit for Christmas. And so while she's frantically like finishing the mouse before she gets on the plane, she's like embroidering the nose, and like she's working on this like in the airport. So in order to finish it, and I think she I'm not sure, I think she did the beads on the airplane while she was traveling to see Mom. So thank you, Josie. And she's been sitting like front and center, like on my shelf. She's been moved around a couple times, but we'll put her there. So anyway, I need to name her, to think of a really good name. So that's Ginger and my little Christmas mouse that Josie, with lots of love gave that to me, or made that for me. Okay, speaking of Christmas, I have a few whips. Now, you can probably tell already that I'm still kind of in the Christmas mode. And I thought, while I'm still in the Christmas mode, let's just hang with it. Let's just keep going with it. Because as we know, Christmas just comes and goes so quickly. And I just went with it. I just ran with it. And I'm just about done. I'm just about done with Christmas. I wanted to share, I think once I share everything that I have that's Christmas related, to wrap up the Christmas, then I'll be done. So I told you about my 25th Christmas whip plan for 2026. So I'm going to put this in my cute little bag that I made. This is my ruffle bag. I have a tutorial for it. So it's in here. And I have Christmas Rose Blackbird design. And I just started the border. If I get my board, then I'll be able to. This is Golden Sundance. And this is 36 count. I just switched it over to the other side. You see the color, the linen, and Christmas Rose. I decided to go with more of a yellow base for my linen. I saw someone on Instagram, I can't remember who it was, and it was just stunning. So I thought, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All the called for floss. Get this out of the way. All the Blackbird, lovely colors. And I think this red is yeah, it's Red Rocks. So it's going to be really, really pretty on this color, I think. So, Christmas Rose. I started this on Christmas Day, and then I worked on it a few more times. And we'll see. I better put this back. We'll see how I want to be more effective with my 25th stitch for the month, working on a Christmas, because I have plans to do all, I think there's maybe 4. There's Feliz Navidad, Christmas Rose, Christmas Blessing, I think. I have it. Anyway, if you've stitched them, you know. And they're not big. They're just little samplers, and they're so cute and actually beautiful. And I love them all, and I would love to stitch them. So that's my plan, to stick with it. And then if I finish it this year, then I'll continue with my next Blackbird Christmas sampler. So my next one is my Blessing sampler for 2026. So I started this on January 1st. Anna Oman by Lila Studio. And I'm using a Silken Color silk called Crimson Wood. And here's my start. Okay, so I'm loving this so far. It's so pretty. This is another one of my linens. This is from the winter collection. It's called, I'm just gonna double it up so you can see the color a little bit better. And it's just a creamy white. It's called Solitude Serenity. And I'm loving Anna. And the stitch count, I think it's pretty doable. It's 158 wide and 156 high. So, and it is a reproduction. So, the color, this silk, you see the colors a little better. There's some brown in there, red. Rust. It's really pretty. So I didn't do a Blessing sampler. This is my first Blessing sampler. So I'm excited to give it a go. And I have it in one of my ruffle bags. This is Floral Nostalgia Fabric Liberty of Linden. Super pretty fabric. I sold out of that fabric line. I failed to mention that I sell kits to make your own project bag, and I'll share some kits here right after I share my let's see. Actually, I think this is a good time because this is my last new start. And then I think we should do our giveaway and what's new in the shop. And then I'll go to my WIBs. So this is a good breaking point for that. And I'll show you my kit. So this is the giveaway from like two videos ago. I didn't do a giveaway last episode, but the one previous. And so this is an example of my kit. It comes with half a yard of Pellon, and then some lining fabric, which is half a yard, and then fat quarters. This one actually has 3 fat quarters, and a zipper and a charm. So this is Handmade Collection by Damask Love. Super cute. I had these 50% off just as a clearance so I can get ready for what's coming this year. And the winner of this one is Willeen Moss 4575. And Willeen, if you are watching, please email me at countonlinens@gmail.com, and then we can talk about getting this to you. So that was a previous giveaway that I'd like to take care of. And then the new giveaway for this episode is a new kit, and I'll be able to showcase this. This is our Farmer's Daughter by Lori Holt of Bee Bonnet for Riley Blake Designs. And this is the new fabric. This is just part of it. I'll show you all the fabrics that I have. And it comes with a zipper and a charm. Same idea. It has the half a yard Pellon, and then a half a yard of what is called Farm Life, and this is the tea rose color, which is the red, and then 2 fat quarters, and then the charms. Then we'll get back to the video here in a minute, or the giveaway portion, but I'll just share what the charms look like up close. This is the berry basket. And the Holland hay truck. Are you just in love with these? I am. They're just darling. And I'll share the fabrics in a minute. I don't want to get too distracted. Okay, so if you would like to participate in the giveaway for, I think what I'll do is once we get a winner, then I'll have you go onto the website and choose which bundle you want, which fabric collection or coordinating fabrics you'd like. That way you get what you want, and it'll be fun. So if you'd like to participate, please mention the word kit in the comments. And please be over the age of 18, and don't say giveaway or free or anything like that in your comment. And so there you go. There's the kits. And then let me share the fabric with you. Oh, that's heavier than I thought. Okay, this is the fabrics that I have, and I paired them up and coordinated the best I could. And they're so cute. You can see up close how cute they are. Farmer's Daughter. Lori Holt just knocked it out of the park. Once again, no surprise. Just love them. I'm so in love with these. And there's more, okay? We haven't stopped yet. We're going to keep going with this. Because I have a quilt kit that I have available in the shop. I have one. And Kimmy and I are doing the sew along with Lori Holt. And it starts this month on the 26th of January. Okay? So I'll just give you like a little intro to it. So How many of you know back in the day, I think this was like, oh, maybe 2016 or 2017. Let's see if I, 2015. Farm Girl Vintage. So I've had this book forever. I've made a couple of quilts in here, but I haven't done all the blocks. I've always wanted to do all the blocks. So there's this book, and she did a second book because, okay, we need more blocks, right? More cute blocks. Okay, so there's the two books, and together she combined these cute blocks. They're 6.5 inch and 12-inch blocks, and she designed a quilt kit, or a quilt sew along, which is called Farm Fresh. And then here is the box. And this thing is heavy. I mean, it's full of fabric. So, I'll open it up for you. And then just kind of give you an idea of what is in here. I mean, it's just full. The cutest fabric. I shared the fabric with you. That's just part of the fabric. It's not all of them. And it the way it's paced, the sew along is pretty quick. Like if you sew along and do all the blocks with Lori, you'll be done by April. So I started my first block last night. It's called Baby Chick, I think. Anyway, it's the first one. So here's my block. Let's see. Oh boy. We'll get organized here. Okay. There it is. So cute. So what I did is I purchased one of her cute binders. So this is the Farmer's Daughter binder. And then I'm gonna, here's the guide. Now if you want to do this quilt, you have to have both books. I do have both books available in my shop. And then you have the guide. And then I decided that I'm gonna organize all my blocks in this binder. So I have that in the works. I'm really excited about it because Kimmy and I are both excited about it. And we've always wanted to do the blocks. And here's our opportunity, right? With the cute new fabric. So I thought, as an incentive, if you purchase the kit through me, I have one left. I will throw in a binder. This binder here. Okay. I don't have the inserts. I just have the binder and the trim that goes around the border, like by the binding, the trim. And then you'll need one little piece of, this is called Jazzberry trim, to finish one of your blocks. It's the apron block. So if you purchase the kit from me, I'll throw in these items. This is a $40 value. And so, because I love you guys, just gonna throw that in as a gift. And I'll show you the little apron block. This is the apron block right there. And you can see the little trim around it. So, and then if you don't have the books, you can get the books from me too. So of course Lori wasn't done yet. I have, right here. I sold out of them, but I'm also going to be doing the strawberry runner, and then she has a little bag. It's actually quite big, and I have these available in the shop if you're interested. And this is a vinyl bag. She's made some before for other of her fabric collections. And then this is part of my haul. I got the Quilted Farm Girl cross stitch pattern. So yeah, super excited about Farm Girl. And the vintage girl blocks and the farmer's daughter fabric, and just combining all of that and making a fun quilt. So my mom grew up as a farm girl, and when I was looking at all the blocks and organizing everything last night, I was thinking of her and her mother and her father, and how their lifestyle of living on a farm and taking care of animals and having a garden and crops and all the things. And so it's very nostalgic and meaningful. So Kimmy and I are excited to do it. So that is what's new in the shop. The kits are available, and the bundles to make the project bag, and then the books, and then the quilt kit. Okay, so this is the last item I'm going to share for my shop, and then we'll get back to the stitching. This is some green linen that is kind of a one-off, and it's available. It's really beautiful. There's kind of two different ones. This one has more blue in it, so it reminds me of eucalyptus, fox and rabbit. So it's really, really pretty. This is I think these are all 36 count. And then these are more subtle. So if you're interested in a really pretty green, take a look. And they're all 36 count, and they're listed in my shop. Okay, moving on. Whips. I have one more Christmas whip. No, actually two. No, I have three. See, I just have kept going. So we're just going with it, right? Okay, Most Wonderful by Shakespeare's Peddler. Started this season. Kimmy and I are doing it together, and we're both doing it on Snowbird Sky. This is another one of my linens. It's kind of a pale blue. And I don't know why my chart is poking out. I'm using all the called for. Oh, they're not even on a ring. They're just so messed up. They're a mess. Well, you can see all the colors on you can see all of them. But there's some DMC mixed with, like, the red is, if you're interested, Lancaster red. So it's that really rich, kind of dark red. So pretty. And then I decided, because my white is pretty ghosty, Kimmy actually, she's like, try eggshell. That's what I'm doing. So the eggshell is right here. And then there'll be some snowflakes, and then the little hanging ornaments will go next. I think this will come out later, so I'll be putting this away. But that is Most Wonderful. Okay. And before everything gets completely lost in the shuffle, I'll just put that back. Okay. I had a birthday in November. This is my birthday start. It's Jane Austen sampler. River Drift House. So pretty. This is one that I'm really excited about. And so in November, I was able to finish all the way around the blue. And then I've just been, I just barely did, I did like this, this right here in December, and then I'm just up here. So not very much. But I would like to focus on this year. And this is the Solitude Serenity 36 count. It's that creamy white I shared before. And it's in my Jane Austen bag. Just like the little panel that was sold last year. And let me tell you about the conversion that I did. It's charted with DMC. And I did do some changes. Okay, here's the DMC, which are lovely, but I wanted to add a little bit of depth, and so I just went through my stash, and then I just found these. And if you would like the conversion, I've had a couple of people ask, and I just sent the colors to them. And I'm eventually going to switch it out onto these. But so far, I'm just loving the results. The blue, I'll tell you what the blue is. What did I decide for blue? Oh, blacksmith blue. So I'll show you up close. We're getting late in the afternoon, so my light is not the best right now. Oh, of course, there's a hair. Sorry about that. It's blacksmith blue. So that is Jane Austen sampler, and that will be coming out. Maybe what I'll do is like the first week of the month and bring her out and work on it and give it some love. Okay. If you've watched me before, you know that I did a Mirabilia stocking for my stepdaughter, and I started one on her birthday for the next girl, and her birthday's on New Year's Eve. And so I decided to do the New Year's fairy Mirabilia, and this is my start. Just gonna keep everything on here. So I've made a lot of progress. I've had quite the time with Bella Rose Classic Colorworks with the variegation on her arms. You know, it's a little blotchy with the pink and then the off. Anyway, if you have any suggestions, I've just been trying to, work with it. Like when I did her face, I made sure like the pink was like on her cheek right here and kind of in the shadows of, like her hairline, and then I tried to manipulate the pink like in her décolleté right here and like on the outside of her shoulders, so like thinking of like where people get sun. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, anyway, I think it'll all come together once she's like all put together, and you won't notice it as much, but that's my start on New Year's Fairy. I'm using all the called for colors, which are in this bag. And I'm just a newbie at the Mirabilias. I'm not the best at them. I'm learning. I need to watch some Flosstube. So if you have any suggestions on who to watch, I know there's a couple of gals in Canada that have some great tips. These are the colors. I think her name's Samantha. Is that right? Anyway, she's going to be like that. Okay, so what I did is I went on to I don't know, I think it was 1, 2, 3 stitch to find the beads, because she is beaded. Her bodice is beaded, and her crown and then her wings on the outside are beaded. Let's see. So I took my chart over to Shepherd's Bush, and Terry helped me. No, Tina, her sister. So I got some beads. Because the color, because this is a 2007 chart, the numbers do not match up. And so when I typed them into the website on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, it wasn't even registering the colors. So I thought, well, I'll just go in. And so this is what I came up with. Tina helped me with the beads. And then lucky me, I was so excited. The Kryneck, I know it's been hard to get a hold of. I was able to get the right colors. They were there, available. And then I found the green, which I'll show you the Christmas. So put these away. So my goal is to finish the 3 girls' stockings this year by starting on their birthdays and then working on them in the mornings. So I do like a 30-minute stitch in the morning. So I've been really good at working on her. I mean, the arms took me forever. Plus this is 32 count. And so I'm doing 2 strands, and I'm railroading and trying to manipulate these, the skin color. And it's been very tedious, and it's been good to do that in the morning because I have more energy and there's light and all the things, 32 count, and then this is a very light version of Canyonlands. Very light. Like my Canyonlands is a lot darker, so this not a good example. Okay, so that is New Year's Fairy, and then I just wanted to show you, I already shared this, but I did find the green. And so what I'm going to do, because I wanted to find the darker green that was used on her tree. This is for Haley. Because I did her name. And I'm going to put just here and there, not all the way, but just like little, what do you call it? Just here and there, like little accents of green. That's the right word, accents. So that is my progress on the stockings. I do have a daughter-in-law, 2 daughter-in-laws, and I plan to do their stockings this year as well. And Aaliyah May just had a birthday in January, and so I have a lot of charts in my cart, and I'm trying to decide what to do for her. This is the Easter Fairy. My other stepdaughter, she was born near Easter, so I thought I would do this one for her. So she will be starting in April. Okay, this is my last Christmas whip. Let's Talk Hometown Holiday Series. So if you watched Emily, Shady Rough Stitcher, she's been, has made a lot of plans for this year for working on her hometown holiday. And I've started a few years ago. And first of all, let's just talk about the bag I'm using, the hometown holiday fabric. So all of the things are in there. And I'll show you what I've worked on, what I've done previously, and then I'll show you what I finished in just the other day. I think last night I finished it. Okay, so I did the needle workshop. This is Little House Needleworks. And I'll show you all the charts so you can, if you're not familiar, you'll be able to see. And then bookstore. I think I did those on platinum. So what I did is I had some, this is platinum, but it just looks so much different than this. So I'm not sure. This was purchased years ago, and this is 32 count. I decided to do 36 count, and these are going to be my pieces for my series. So I did Main Street, and I started Main Street after Christmas. I wanted to start it on my dad's birthday, which is Christmas Eve. He loved trains, and I thought this would be just a good little memory. So it's really cute.
You want me to turn off memory?
Oh, she's thinking that I'm talking about her. Never mind. Okay. So see this little, when I was stitching near the train, see this little, I didn't know that was the engineer. I'm like, what is that? So it is a little guy. It's really cute. But here is my finish. This is what the chart looks like. So Emily did Town Church, which is adorable. So I had to buy it. Thanks, Emily. So here's Town Church. I'll be doing that one next. And I have Mercantile. And of course, the quilt shop. And the pet store. I believe there's like, I don't know, a grundle of them. I don't know how many I'll be doing. I think I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. So 10, this one that I just finished. So I have 9 more. So I have 5 here, so I'll pick out 4 more of my favorites and then call it good. I'll make them into little pillows. I don't think I'll do ornaments just because, I don't know. I think the pillows, I don't know. I still haven't decided, but what Emily's going to be doing is she's going to be doing pillows, and then she's going to finish them as she finishes the stitch instead of finishing them all at once. So I will be doing that as well. So I have these 3 that I can play with, come up with a finish, and then I'll just do them all the same. So that's my Hometown Holiday series. And if you don't watch Emily, it's Shady Grove Stitcher. She's in Texas. She's adorable, and she's a lot of fun. And girl, I can't even talk as much as you do, but this is as much talking that I do, like, I don't know, like in a whole week. So anyway, she's lovely. Go take a watch at Shady Grove Stitcher. So, okay, so that is my stitching. And I have a couple more Christmas related things, which has to do with something that I talked about last video, and that is making a Christmas book. And so I was able to accomplish that. And the reason why I'm making a Christmas book is I wanted to have a place where I can gather ideas and plans and things that I would like to do. So I don't know about you, but you know, you become a little bit more, or at least I do. I'll become overwhelmed with so many beautiful ideas to create for my home or to make gifts for my loved ones. And so I thought, rather than thinking, oh, I should hurry and do that, or write it down somewhere and then lose it, I decided to make a little binder. So I made this little book, and it's just basically like a notebook cover. And then I used the, I think it's old old Yuletide or something like that fabric. It's Moda. And then what I did is I just found a sketchbook. And so I just put this together, so I don't have my plans in here. I have my notes in here of things I want to do. So I'll give you an example. I saw this really cute quilted bow on somewhere, just online. And so I downloaded the pattern, and it was, let's see if I can find it. I might have it right here. If I don't have it here, then I'll link it. So I have that down. Kimmy and I decided to do Christmas in July together, so plans for that, and then my stockings, and then the Connie tree skirt that Josie and I worked on together, and then lots of other projects. And then I thought, why not print off little pictures? You know how you can do like little, I think they're 3x3 or tiny little wallet-sized pictures. And I thought I would do like little memory of like my grandkids and like how old they were when, in 2025, and maybe make some notes of, what we did together during the holidays, so that I can also create a little memory book plus Christmas plans and other, just inspiration, and maybe a little journal too of, just Christmas collection. So here's my little Christmas book. Thought I'd share with you. And then for haul, I shared the Farm Girl, the vintage stitch, the little Farm Girl stitch. And then I also got, when I ran into Shepherd's Bush, I saw this in the back. This is a Primrose Cottage, and it's called Christmas Rules. And, when you see a sample on the wall at your LNS, and then you just completely fall in love with the chart because of seeing it in person, and then, of course, Shepherd's Bush is notorious, so well done with their color conversions. So they did a color conversion, which was outstanding, and I fell in love with it, so decided to get this. And then I ordered this little beehive, and this is Fragments in Time 2023, Summer House Stitch Works. So I have that, which reminds me that I have a lot of bee stitching, so I'd like to incorporate some bee stitching every month in my rotation. My daughter Rachel gave me this beautiful book. It's just a book with plain pages, like sketch paper. And she gave this to me for Christmas, along with, you can't see it, but it's right there. It's a willow tree. It's a little statue of a grandma holding baby with a quilt. So this is going to be my book where I jot down my plans for this year and years to come of just stitching. So stitching projects, maybe some quilting too. And then as far as plans, for the 250th anniversary of the United States Constitution, I have Peacefield, and I haven't even kitted it, so working on that. And just a couple of winter things that I thought maybe I'll start in January, maybe not. But this one for sure, because I've had this for a while, and when I watched Christy Crosshatch Quilts, her home tour, she had this tucked inside her little cabinet, and I've always wanted to stitch this. I've had this in my collection, and I just love it. This little Country Cottage Needleworks Forest Snowfall. Winter Rest Blueberry Ridge design. I've been receiving a lot of posts about wintering and then just about settling in. It hasn't snowed a lot in Utah, and I think we've had just a couple of storms. And maybe on a snowy day, if we ever get one, I'll work on this one. But I would love to get this kitted up, get it started. And then during my retreat with my friends back in the fall, we found this cute kit. It's a felt wool kit of a little winter scene with the trees and the snowman. So I got this at Quilts Etc., but Pine Needles in Garner Village, they also carry these. So super fun. Along with my stitching, so I stitch in the mornings and then I also stitch at night. I have been working on my Jane Austen blocks. Up here in my sewing room, I'll do the applique, and then I'll take these down and stitch on the applique by hand. So this is just the latest one I've been working on. So super, I just love the Jane Austen. This is the 250th anniversary quilt. Been chipping away at it. I am 3 months behind. This is I think this is the October block, and then I've just finished the applique pieces for the November block, and so I have December and January to get caught up on. So it's been a great, it's just new for me. The whole applique experience is new, but I'm loving the process so far. It's been a lot of fun. I have everything in this box. I know this is a Christmas box, but it just was the right size to keep all of my blocks. So here's more. I still have to stitch these down. This one, this one, and this one. Okay. These are the pieces for the next, I think this is called, I can't remember the names of the blocks. And then these are finished, all stitched down. So this one, and the pink. So pretty. And then I have the large quilt block, which I've shown. I don't think I've shown the others, so I thought I would do that today. But I'll share this again. So if you're new, this is the center block of the quilt. So this is all stitched on. All of this is hand stitched on. So this one's complete. This is the Chawton block. So this is my big project for this year. Kimmy and I are doing it together. And then the Farmhouse Fresh, which will start this month. That's so long. And then all the stitching. And then I have plans to make a quilt for my husband's birthday, for Roger's birthday. And so I want to start that. That's actually a kit that I bought at Cowslip in Cornwall last year. So Roger, I've not forgotten. I'm going to do that one. And then throw in a couple of baby quilts as well. So I think I've covered everything today that I'd like to share. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you are enjoying the winter months. If you live in a place where it's winter, or if you're in the summer months, enjoy. I love sharing the craft of needlework with you, and I hope that you have time to stitch and do all the things and enjoy your family and your life. I just have one thought about making plans for 2026 as far as our projects, and I've given a lot of thought, and I just really believe, like, for me, I'm just going to stitch the things that I love and that I want to do, and not feel pressure to work on things just because I want to get them done and off my list. I'm going to be choosing things that I just love to do and want to do, and try to keep it simple and just make sure that I'm enjoying myself is the goal, right? Yeah. So be inspired and grateful every day, and we'll see you next time.